Alright everyone, I'm going to try to get caught up on some of my reviews here. I know it's been a little bit. Everything's been going on with the holidays and everything, family and stuff. But so what I got here is an Icon 1/4 inch modular general service set. Comes with sizes 5mm to 14 and from 5/32 to 9/16. One of the things I don't like about this set, it does not have a 15mm with it. A lot of the newer sets, or I should say gear wrench sets, come with a 15mm deep and shallow. My SK set comes with a 15 deep and shallow. I can actually get a 16mm deep and shallow with it as well. So that's one of the things I don't like about this. 16mm you're not really going to use, but a 15 would definitely come in handy in this kit. So that's one of the things I don't like about it. This is just the empty box that it comes in. We'll take a look at the case. I really like the Icon cases. You can see visibly the brand name on it on top here. You can see on the front it says Icon 1/4 inch general service kit, so I know what it is if it's laying in my cabinet. It actually has a 35-45 degree cutaway here, so even if you stack something on top of it, you can still see it on the side as well. So if you're stacking it, we can see what it is. Or whether you stack it from left to right, you can still see it on both ends of it. The only place that you don't see it is on the back here, which you're not going to stack it that way. You can see the legs on this thing. You're usually going to stack it vertical like this, or flat. So really not going to see it on the bottom here. It'd be nice if they had it on here on all four sides, but it's not really necessary. It also has pins in the back, so if you want to remove this cover and leave everything in the tray and put it in your toolbox, you can. Just remove the lid. These actually pull out. You can see the little clips here. So you just pull this pin out and be able to remove the lid. And all the Icon stuff I've seen, they actually put it on the clasp, and the clasp actually has a metal clasp on it, which I really like. Metal pin going through it, with lots of plastic around it to hold it in place. So if you break the case, it's the only way this is really going to come out of here. But I really like the metal clasp on these. This definitely isn't made cheaply. So we're going to open this up, and inside this we have our 1/4 inch ratchet, our universal 2-inch extension, 6-inch extension. You see we have our standard sockets. The bottom here, deep, metric shallow, and metric deep. One of the things what I like about this kit, if I want to carry it with me, is very portable. If I want to pull these out, these trays, and if I want to lay these in my toolbox, I can as well. Obviously a red inlay with a black top. And you can see when the tool's missing, which is kind of nice. I do not like this ratchet. This is another thing I don't like about this set. The backlash on this ratchet is horrible. Very stiff both directions. I want to see if my actual Icon Flex will fit in this, and we'll try that a little later here. I don't have it with me today. It's actually at work. But I'd like to see if that would fit in here. If it does, that would be great, because it's a whole lot better ratchet than this thing. This does have some leverage to it. It's fairly long. But like I said, the backlash is awful. Maybe it's going to wear in. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Just not very happy with the ratchet quality. 6-inch extension. They always had really nice extensions. They're knurled. You see the inside here on the 1/4 inch drive end. They have a little bit of meat down here at the end. Kind of beef them up towards the end here. It's a really nice quality extension. You can see that steps up here by the knurl is too, so it gives you something to grab onto. A little bit fatter than this 1/4 inch shank part of it. So this is a little bit bigger. This is 1/4, so this is probably 7mm or 8mm diameter. Gives you something to grab onto there. So I really like their extensions. I got their full set. Same with this 1/4 inch one. Knurled, a little bit of step there at the end. Has a little bit more meat on the end there. quarter-inch drive. Like I said, this inlay will snap right inside of here. You remove it, you can take it out, you can do whatever you please to do with it. You can rearrange them in any order. You can put this one here and this one at the end. So we can move them around, divide them in any way we want. We can move them from left to right. Take and interchange these, and we could have our deep on top, shallow on the bottom. So there's a number of ways you can organize this however you want it to be. As you see here, we have our standard set. You see it's marked in the foam as well. It'd almost be nice if these were highlighted. Like they might have skimped on the chrome on the inside of this a little bit, but all in all, this is a really nice socket. These are probably made out of the different type of metal than the first generation was. I know they had a problem with the sockets actually wearing out because they were soft, so they were supposed to change the type of metal that was used. Have they gotten better? I don't know. I'd have to compare them to my old ones. Here's the deep one. Like I said, these only go up to 9/16. So all in all, really nice set. Like I said, you can organize this in any way that you wanted to. If you wanted to flip it around, like I said, this could go. You could change them in whatever direction that you wanted to go. Well, no, you can't because they're so deep. Didn't think about that part, but so they'd have to stay in the order that they're in. But you still can flip them left or right. You can organize them. This one up there, this one down here. Sockets on bottom, sockets on top. However you want to do it. And here's the metric set. This is probably one of the most used sockets that I use at the shop. I utilize this socket quite a bit. Like I said, I take fender aprons and all kinds of stuff off of this, trim panels and all kinds of grills and miscellaneous stuff. So 5.5 real poplar socket. Even 6mm is kind of poplar on some stuff. Don't ask me why they go from a 5.5 to a 6mm on some stuff, on air boxes and miscellaneous stuff that they hold in with them. 8mm is another poplar socket. 13 to 10. These go all the way up to 14. See their knurl at the bottom to identify them as far as metric and standard. Metrics do not have no knurl on them, or the metrics have knurl on them and the standards do not. So all in all, not a bad socket for what it is, for the price. This set was $99. This weekend they had a sale for 40% off Icon, so this ended up being like $66 after tax. So all in all, just a really good deal for what it is. Main reason I bought this is I was tempted to take all the stuff out of here and put my Snap-on stuff in it, because Snap-on does not offer a case separately, and if they do, they would probably want a couple $100 just for the case. I think this was worth $66 just for the case and the foam inserts. And I think the sockets are just a bonus. That's just my opinion. But that's my thoughts as far as buying this. Trying to get this all back together here. But yeah, that's my thoughts as far as buying this. Those that see my reviews and stuff, you can tell I'm a tool whore, so if it's something I want, something I need, or just something I desire or whatever, I usually buy it. Tools tend to hold their value, especially in this market right now. So a lot of times if you can buy something for 50 cents on the dollar like this, probably a little more than that. It's probably 75 cents on the dollar. Well, it'd be 60 cents on the dollar if you did the math, but roughly, you can buy something like this for 60 cents on the dollar. You can pretty much sell it for 50 cents on the dollar, no problem. 90% of tools, as far as a name brand or even an import brand, if you can get half your money back out of it, you're doing pretty good. So buying this for 66 bucks, I think I'm ahead of the game, and this is a very versatile set. Like I said, the only thing that I'd be upset about is it does not have a 15. A 16 millimeter is not a deal breaker. Snap-on, I believe, is still making a 5/8 and a 16 millimeter in shallow. They're very expensive. That one socket is probably just as much as this full set. So like I said, I think this is a really good deal. Lifetime warranty. And if you break one socket and you go in the store and say, I want a new set, you bring your whole set, they're going to give you a new set. So I don't see where the Snap-on man's going to do that for you. That's not me trying to push Icon or push towards Harbor Freight. Like I said, there's a few things I don't like about this kit. The ratchet's one. The 15 millimeter not coming with a set is another. But as far as being able to buy this case, you're not going to be able to buy this anywhere else. So even if you took this home and used this stuff in this kit at home and put your Snap-on stuff in it, or gear wrench stuff in it, or whatever you wanted to put in it, or even if you want to use this kit as is, I think you're getting a deal. So $99 is questionable, but for 66 bucks, I think this was a good deal. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Maybe later in the future, I'll let you know if this ratchet fits inside of here. I think I'm going to start trying to put some of my Snap-on stuff in here and see if it fits. Just so I have storage for it. I can take it with me. Just for odd jobs and stuff like that, or actually bring it out to the car and not have to carry a whole bunch of organizers. So that was my reason behind buying it. So like I said, give me a like, share, subscribe, tell me what you think, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. They'll probably be having another sale, so keep your eye out. If you get 40% off this, I think it's a good deal. So once again, I'll talk to you guys later, and give me a like, share, and subscribe.